So all of us also, human beings, were living in the forest. Right? There were no lights, no electricity, no current, no electricity, no power. So everybody will be sitting in the evening and talking to each other. So those times they look at the sky, correct? Big blue color, something is there on top. Birds are flying, stars are coming, the moon is there. So they used to enjoy that, and there'll be a curiosity, no? How does this came? Why is this in different color? Why is the earth in different color? And all the questions. So they created nice, beautiful stories. Okay. So today we are going to see one such story, which is one of the oldest story from the native people of Philippines. Okay. So those times, long ago, really long, 5 lakh years ago, there was a child in the name of Thaavo. What was the child's name?
Thaavo.
Thaavo. Okay. So we all have so many friends, like, isn't it? You children have a lot of friends, no, in the school, at home. Yes or no? Yes, like that. But Thaavo, that time, he had only two friends. Tavo had only how many friends, Leka? Yeah, yes, Pranav, two friends, only two friends. You know who were they? One was the sky and one was the earth. Who were the two friends?
One sky was and the earth. Sky, one was the earth.
There were two friends. So the sky always used to talk to him. The earth also always used to talk to him. Nice to imagine, no? Right. So more than the earth, the soil, the ground, the sky was a very close friend to Tao. He always used to blah 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 blah, blah talk, keep on talking. So the sky will talk to him, Tao will talk to the sky. And he feels very nice. The sky is very beautiful, no? When, especially when it is going to rain, always the cloud will be like floating because of the wind. The cool breeze is always coming, and when it is very cold, we don't feel like doing any work, no? So Tavo always loved to sleep, always loved to be not doing any work. The sky will always say, Tavo, you should not be like this, okay? You should work, Tavo. Tavo says, okay, working na, I will work, okay, you keep quiet, you chill, you keep giving me nice breeze, okay? If you keep on giving me nice breeze, I feel like sleeping nicely. So leave me. He'll keep on saying. A very good friend. When you have a good friend, how do you say somebody is good friend or bad friend? I'll tell
According to the
you.
behavior.
Yes, behavior. Correct, Srihari. If you make a mistake, your friend has to tell this is not correct. We should do something rightly. You should not do mistake. What you have done is wrong. So they have to tell what is right and wrong. So the sky is the best friend of Tavo, no? So the sky kept on telling, you must work, and it used to get angry if Tavo does not work. And one day, the sky got very angry. It said, I am not going to talk to you from tomorrow if you do not work. Okay, you should work. You should never be lazy. Tavo was like, okay, my dear friend. Every day you keep on telling me work, and work. Don't get angry. From tomorrow, I will work. Don't worry, he said. Then Sky said, okay, let me see, but you should work tomorrow. And this Tavo was looking here and there. What work I will do? What work I will do? And he found some little bit of paddy. You know what is a paddy? Paddy. What is a paddy? Yes.
That is
Uh,
a group of trees.
yeah, Shriyari, tell one second. Shriyari?
I don't know how to tell in Tamil, but I know what is Hindi pad.
Okay, Srihari told rice. Okay, you tell in Tamil, it's okay. What is paddy?
Nelle.
Nellu தான். Nellu, okay. Before we take the rice from the paddy, it is the outer cover. So nowadays we remove the husk in the machine. Those times, varal and volaka, the pounding stone will be there, no, the long stem, right? Yes. So they used. Okay, listen to the story. So he said, okay, tomorrow I'm going to work. I'm going to remove the husk from the rice. So next day he just torra. He just brought the pounding stone. He brought that long stick-like thing, the volakai we call in Tamil, and he put that paddy inside and time. Aha, twang, twang. Like that, he started hitting. Being a small boy, Thaavo will be like your height only. LKG, UKG, 5 year, 6 year boy. How tall he will be? Vian, how tall you are? 2 feet, 3 feet, 3.5 feet. Krishita, how tall you are? Height என்ன? சும்மா சொல்லு. லேக்கா உங்க height என்ன? யா? கரெக்டா சொல்றாங்க யாரோ 60 something inch எல்லாம். 4 feet. You are grown to so tall. You are big.
I'm 4 feet 5 inches.
Yeah, you are 4 feet 5 inches. You are all a big girl. This kutti children villa. Sukastika unga height என்ன? சரி அளந்து பார்த்து அடுத்த வாரம் சொல்லுங்க ஒன்றும் பிரச்சனை இல்லை. பிரணவ் 3 feet சூப்பர்ப்பா. பிரணவ் உங்க ஹைட் என்ன?
Ma'am 5 feet ma'am.
நீ 5 feet வளர்ந்துட்டியாக்கும். சரி ஓகே. எனிவே நோ ப்ராப்ளம். டோன்ட் பாதர். இட்ஸ் ஓகே. நத்திங் டு டோன்ட் பிரேக் யுவர் ஹெட். Okay, so this child was very small, maybe some 2 or 3 feet like Sukastika. That's all. But the Volaka will be very long, no? When he is taking and pounding and pounding and pounding, who's on top very close? What is on top very close?
The sky.
The sky. Okay, so the sky was very close to his head. So it said, when it is pounding, he said, ouch, ayyo, valikide, it is paining. Please, Thaavo, relax. I'm just above you, no, right above you. Don't hit me. It is paining. Ouch, valikide, paining, dardura. Like that, he started shouting.
Oh, ma'am, sky?
Yes, the sky. Okay, but Thaavo did not listen because Thaavo is very angry, no? The sky keeps on telling him, work and work. Thaavo never wanted to work. And so the sky is shouting and screaming. Thaavo said, you only wanted me to work, and now when I am working, again you are scolding me. You are not my best friend, okay? You always keep on finding fault with me. I don't like you. Go away. He started screaming and shouting, and he started fast. He was hitting with the volakai, and every hit like dishum. When it goes up, tokku, the sky was getting hit. And then the sky started moving up and up and up and up and up. The sky went. Now where is the sky? Is it close to our head?
No, close to the atmosphere. 4,000 million feet away.
Really, yeah, Anusha. Really went up. It said, okay, you didn't like me, you scolded me, I told good thing for you, but you did not realize you prefer to be, you like to be so very lazy fellow, it is left to you. I'm going like that. The sky went up and so up, it never came back after that. That is why the sky, what we see now, is so very far away from us. This is how the Filipinos, the oldest native tribes or the local people, some 5 lakh, 6 lakh years ago, they created this story. Okay, why the sky has gone so much above. How is the story?
Ma'am, you
Here, this fellow is again another lazy fellow. His name was Tanaka.
Tanaka. Who
Hmm.
is he, ma'am?
He's a Tanaka. You are
The
Harshini.
mythological story.
No mythological. This is again another old folk story. Okay.
The real story.
Yes, real story.
That Thago story.
Yes. Tago இல்லம்மா தாவோன்னு சொன்னேன் கேளு.
Next thing is
Hello, listen, Hasini, listen. Thaavo, not Thago. Okay, Thaavo.
Thaavo. What did you tell the name, ma'am?
I said Thaavo.
After Thaavo, another story name.
After Tavo, I told Tagalog was a Filipino's language. That is why you should listen always carefully. Okay? Alright. Now, this is a Tanaka story. Okay, Sukastika? Story of Tanaka.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes, Tanaka was a child. Again, this child was 10 years old that time when this story happened. Apo, everybody used to work in his village. You all work, right? You are all very active children or lazy children? Kruti, are you active child or lazy child?
Active child.
Active child. Anusha,
Active, fully active.
fully active. Yes. And Pranav,
Active.
very active. Lekha, சுறுசுறுப்பா இருப்பீங்களா சோம்பேறியா இருப்பீங்களா தூங்கிட்டே இருப்பீங்களா
சுகஸ்திகா வந்து சுறுசுறுப்பா இருப்பேன் மேம்.
சுகஸ்திகா இஸ் சுறுசுறுப்பா இருப்பாங்க ஆல்வேஸ் வெரி ஆக்டிவ் சைல்டு சரிங்களா ஸோ கிருஷிதா அனுஷா வியான் ஸ்ரீஹரி மிருதுளா எவ்ரிபடி இஸ் ஆக்டிவ் yes active super tanaka was very lazy person lazy child. So everybody will go to work in his village, but this child used to always, child means not very small, not very big also. So this Tanaka always likes to you loves to sleep under the tree. He'll be sleeping like that. Always he'll be sleeping. And one day, after sleeping, when he started coming home, he saw one small jar. You know what is a jar? ஒரு கூஜா ஒரு சின்ன ஒரு பானை மாதிரி one small jar is what a குட்டி பானை ஒன் தமிழ்ல ஒரு குட்டி பானைன்னு சொல்லலாம் he saw one small jar on the way. Then he took it and he picked up and saw there is one small man, one figure this much, like one doll. He just put his hand and he took that person out. You know how tall he was? Can you all show your thumb? Yeah, like, yes, இந்த thumb இருக்குல்ல அதே மாதிரி இவ்வளவுதான் size. Have you seen a person like this size anywhere? No, but
I have only seen a cockroach in that size.
Cockroach only in that size, no. But here there was a see. Can you see? 1 second, I'll show you the picture. There was a small person inside the jar. He looked only this much size. See? From inside the jar.
1 minute, ma'am. 1 minute, I can see.
Okay. Yes. A little, very little. Very surprised like you, Shri.
Ma'am, it is like this, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, so like this, Shri is looking, no, like that only he was looking Tanaka. Who are you? What are you doing here? Like that he asked. No, he said, no, I am living inside. This is my house. Can you please take me to your home? The little man asked. He said, "Okay, come home." Happily, he took that jar home, and he took that thumb size man again, and he was talking. "Where are you coming from?" The man said, "I don't know. I'm always living in this small jar only, always. But I can grow very tall also." "Really? Can you grow now?" "No, no. I will not grow now and all. When I decide to grow, I grow." Then that night, both of them slept. The next day,
Ma'am, I have a doubt,
wait,
ma'am.
wait, don't ask doubt now. I'll finish the story. Okay. So next day, I told you Tanaka is very lazy. Where is Tanaka going and sleeping? Always
Under a tree.
under a tree. மரத்துக்கடியில படுத்து தூங்குவான். Always he loves sleeping. So he'll get up in the morning. He doesn't do any work. He'll go and sleep under a tree. And then when he came in the evening, the thumb sized man has grown this much, 1 foot. How much he has grown? One.
One foot.
Ah,
One foot.
now can he go inside the jar?
No.
He
No.
cannot. So he is waiting outside. When Tanaka came, he said, "What? This much only you were, now you have grown this much. How?" He said, "I don't know how. But you tell me, what did you do today?" "Hey, what do I do today, yaar? I just go out and happily I find a tree and I'll be sleeping. That is what I do." Tanaka said, "Really? But all the human beings have to work, no? Even the animals work and earn their, they want to eat, they have to do hunting, they have to find their food. But you are not doing anything. Okay, that is your problem. But I am hungry. You have to feed me, no?" Tanaka said, "What? I only go and eat from somebody else's house? You want me to give food for you? Where will I bring food from?" But the little man said, "I don't know all that. I am your guest, no? You have to give me food. Guest க்கு யார் சாப்பாடு போடணும்?
The house is owner.
Owner only has to give. This is your house. You have to give me food." Tanaka said, "No food kid and all. I am not giving you. You go sleep. I will go sleep again." Then he started sleeping again. The next day also, he loved sleeping under the tree. Again he went and he lied down and he started sleeping. When he came home, this man has grown full house tall. He's touching the roof. So big that man has become. Can you imagine? That man has become so big and so tall. His foot is on the floor and the head is touching the roof. எங்க தொடுது தலை?
The roof.
Roof தொடுது. ஐயையோ! Tanaka was like, "What is this? When I brought you, you were only this size. And now next day you grown 1 foot and now you have grown so tall. How can I keep you? Get out of my house." But the little man, now the big man, no, he said, "Nothing doing. When I came to your house, I was in my house happily, inside the jar. See, now because of all you, only I have grown this much. Now I can't go into the small jar. You have to build a house for me. I don't know. I am so hungry now. Unless you give me food, I am not leaving the house. It is your job." This Tanaka did not have space to sleep in the house. There is nobody. Because, I mean, no place actually. Because that man has grown so tall and big, the whole house he was sleeping. So Tanaka decided to go and sleep outside only in that night also. The whole night he was sleeping under the tree. It was very cold and shivering and all that. He was so hungry. When he woke up, the sunrise in the morning. This fellow is waking up. "So I'm so hungry, I'm so cold. I don't know this why I brought this jar man inside my house. I can't go home also." That time, there was one uncle. "Hey, hey, drr, 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 like that, one bullock cart uncle came. One old grandpa came actually. He said, Are, he looked at Tanaka and said, Look here, hey boy, can you please help me? I have to take this. He was carrying some big bags of rice. He said, Please, can you help me to lift this? I have to take it and put it in the shop and get some money. You help me. You just help me taking this bag and put it in the cart. I will give you money. But Tanaka said, Mani, Guinea, and all I don't want. He's very hungry, no? He said, I want food. You are giving me food. I will help you. He said, Okay, help me doing this. I will give you nice food. I have brought some food with me to eat. So when Tanaka helped that grandfather, he did some work, right? And after finishing the work, the grandpa shared his food with him. So he ate nicely and then, full விட்டுட்டு he comes home. When he came home, who is there in the house?
The man.
Ah, how big is he?
Oh, the house size.
The house size, no? When this fellow is coming, hurray, today that man would have grown bigger. Would he have broken my house? Or will I get a place to sleep? Because yesterday I can't couldn't sleep in the under the tree. It was very cold and I was shivering, hungry. So when he comes home, to his surprise, that big tall man has become half size. He's become smaller. Okay, he's become smaller. And then he asked, How? Yesterday you were so big and today I have become half the size. How did it happen? That big man said, I don't know. I have grown big. Now I became half my size. I don't know how, but I became like that. All right. And the next day, again, the boy said, But still, you are so big for my house. No, I can't sleep today. Today, I'll sleep under the tree only. Again, he went to sleep under the tree. The next day also the grandfather came. Next day also Tanaka helped him. Next day also the grandfather said, You worked right for your work. I appreciate. I will give you little more food. He shared his food. So he worked and he ate his food. He is not lazy anymore. When he came home, what size do you think this man has become?
1 feet again.
Ah, he has become 1 foot. Like, really? How is this happening? Nobody understood. Both of them did not know. One day, this man has grown this big, and this big, and this big, and next day is shrinking and shrinking and shrinking. So the little man said, I don't know how I am growing, how I am becoming smaller. You must be doing something that is making me grow big or shrink small. And now, next day also, because he is getting the food, next day also he went to the grandpa and asked, Can I do some work for you, grandpa? Will you share some food with me? The third day also, the grandpa gave some work and gave some food. Now, when he comes back home, this 1 foot man has become what size?
The thumb size.
Thumb size. And now he understood, Tanaka understood, if I am not working, this man is becoming bigger and bigger. If I am working and earning money and eating out of my earning, this person is becoming small. And then this little man said, Okay, Tanaka, now you learned how to work, how to be active always. Isn't it? So I don't have any work in your house. Please put me back in the jar and you can leave me, take me and leave me outside. The whole house is for you. And then Tanaka put him in the jar and went and kept where he took the jar from. There were two people. One was Tanaka. What could have been the little man's name? What do you think?
Grower man. Tanaka.
Tanaka is the boy. What is
No,
the
the boy's name is Tanaka. That small boy's name is Sanaka.
Tanaka? I don't think so. Why the man was growing?
Grow by. To teach a lesson to the boy.
Yeah, but why?
Because he was not working.
Tanaka was not working. Tanaka was always sleeping. Tanaka was very lazy. Correct? So become active. When you become active, that man has become smaller and smaller and smaller. Pranav, what do you think? That little boy, little thumb size person's name is?
Um, I
Connect.
don't know actually.
Okay, what is the question I asked all of you in the beginning of the story? Are you active or are you lazy? You all said active. So, what could be the other little man's name? Could it be
Active man. Active.
he is not active?
Activator. Lazy.
Lazy.
Activator.
Active lazy alla. Veru lazy da. Maybe that little man's name was lazy. So when we don't do any work, the laziness becomes bigger and bigger and bigger and it grows. Correct? When we are active, when the laziness becomes smaller and smaller and smaller, we become very energetic. What do you think? Is that right or wrong? சோம்பேறித்தனமா இருந்தா தூங்கிட்டே இருப்போம்ல அதுதான் சோம்பேறித்தனமே நம்ம வீட்ல வந்து நம்ம தலை மேல உட்காந்துக்கும்ல இட் will sit on our head the laziness. Don't you agree?
Yes.
That's why we should always be active and up and running, helping our mother, helping our father, helping our brothers, sisters, grandparents, helping our friends, doing our homework, and learning something new every day. Reading one page at least from a book every day makes us very active, isn't it? We are all very active people. The laziness has become smaller and smaller and it become very small like Tanaka's story. Now we know. Okay, now did you enjoy the story, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.